Shalom, shalom, real motivation. Terrence McKinney back with a brand new video. Off top, I want to give all praises to the Most High. Today's video is Proverbs 1 breakdown. This proverb is so relevant to what's going on today. And first, for people who don't know, Proverbs is a book in the Bible about wisdom. I mean, ain't no way you can't read from Proverbs and just learn how to live. It's like a book to guide you throughout life. It goes on. It gives you wisdom. It gives you judgment. It gives you wisdom how to treat people, how to treat your relationships. It's so much knowledge inside Proverbs. It's just like a book that you should always read and always just stay into. But Proverb 1 is deep, and I discussed this proverb with my family maybe about like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Uh, we be having a little Bible study every Saturday or every Shabbat, and we went over Proverbs 1, and it's just so much information in it that you can equate into like the climate of what's going on right now, especially in our community, that I felt like it was only right to make a video about it and bring it to the world. And so today, that's what we're going to break down today. That's going to be Proverbs 1. So, I like everybody always to get their own book so they can read along with me. And we just going to go through Proverbs 1. We're going to break it down, and I'm going to tell you what it means and how it equates to today and what's it really saying. So, let's get to it. And before I start going, I want everybody, I always say it at the end of the video, and I always remember, but go ahead and, get them thumbs up buttons right now. Go ahead and like, making sure y'all comment the video, and then make sure when you see it that you actually share it with somebody who it can actually help. If it's not helping you, then it definitely can help somebody else. All right, Proverbs 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtly to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain into wise counsels. So it's basically telling you right here, like, this is to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. So that's like for to help you get smarter in everything you're doing, to understand when somebody trying to help you out, or somebody telling you something that might seem like it's too big for you for to understand that, to receive instruction on wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity. So if you in a position where you got to judge somebody, or you the boss at a job or something, or you the principal somewhere, or you a teacher or something, and you got two people quarrel, now you got to make judgment. This book gonna help you get that judgment. I mean, it's gonna help you use your own judgment in everyday life. Like, should I do this or should I do that? Should I go here? I heard they was, shooting on the corner. I don't want to go up on that corner. Uh, Equity, to make sure you treating everybody equal. Justice, to make sure you treating people fairly. It says to give subtly to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. So it's telling you right there to get to the young man knowledge and discretion, and even the young woman knowledge and discretion. So like, all right, now I don't want to do that, or yeah, I should do that. Nah, I'm gonna stay away from that. That ain't my cup of tea. Nah, I done seen what that do to people. I'm not going down that path. It said wise men will hear and will increase learning. So that's saying like somebody who already knows something, they pick up this book, they're gonna even learn more. They're gonna get deeper and deeper into whatever they're doing. And it said, a man of understanding shall attain into wise counsels. Like, so a man that understand like what he reading and everything else, that's gonna be the people that it say shall attain to wise counsels. That's gonna be the people that's put in position, over other people or in groups where people, want them for because they know they smart or know what they saying or know what they talking about. 6. To understand a proverb and an interpretation, the words of the wise and the dark sayings. The fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Number 7 is deep because it say the fear of God is the beginning of knowledge, because if you don't fear God, then ain't no way you can be smart. And when you fear God, that's when you realize that I can't do this because if I do that, it's a consequence for that action. I can't do that because that's breaking the law. I can't do that because that's breaking the commandments. So when you start fearing God, it makes you start moving a lot different than what you used to do. Like certain stuff you don't do when you fear God because you know it's wrong. It'd be that little inside voice like, nah, man, you shouldn't be doing that. Nah, man, you shouldn't be doing that. And for everything you do is a consequence. And then it say, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And that's true. I mean, a fool, that's the biblical term, is a person that don't believe in God. You know what I'm saying? And a fool ain't gonna listen to nothing you got to say. They hate when somebody telling them what to do. They hate when somebody giving them advice. They hate what somebody got to say. They rather learn on their own. And it's just deep because I don't care how smart you is. If you don't believe in God, then you ain't got no knowledge for real. You got atheists out there who don't believe in God. You got people who think we evolved from apes, and that which sounds stupid. When you just even say it out loud, like you can be like the smartest person in the world, but if you don't got no fear of God, then you done, because everything you do is gonna lead you to the pit when you don't fear God. My son, 8, sorry. My son, hear the instruction of your father, and forsake not the law of your mother. And that's deep right there. It say, listen to your parents, listen to your father, listen to your mother. Because 9 times out of 10, they done been through everything you done been through. And if they ain't, they've been in a similar situation. And your parents sometimes the only ones who gonna shoot it to you straight. It might not be exactly what you want to hear, but sometimes it's what you need to hear. And your parents don't never want to see you doing bad. It's natural for your mother and your father, to give you advice, only to see you come up and do better. So listen to what they got to say, and make sure you honor them. That's even the commandment. 9. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto your head, and chains about your neck. So it's just saying, when you're listening to your parents, like, that's gonna bless you. Like, and it's saying like this will be an ornament of grace unto your head and chains about your neck. Like, that's blessings that you see on the outside, but listening to your parents gonna bless you eternally and bless you spiritually, and gonna keep you out of a lot of stuff. 10. My son, if sinners entice you, consent you not. That's deep right there too. That's saying, look, man, if sinners trying to entice you, consent you not. That's saying like, look, man, when somebody doing something that they ain't got no business doing, and they try to get you to go along with them, don't do it. I don't care what they say to you, how sweet the deal they make it look, how they try to butter you up, or how they try to bribe you to come along, or how they paint the picture. Don't go for it. 11. If they say, come with us, let us wait for blood, let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and as whole as those that go down into the pit. For we shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in your lot among us. Let us all have one purse. That's deep right there, man. That's saying a lot, man. And it's those four passages right there, those four lines that I read, like that say a lot. Like and that just give me a picture of every day in the hood, stuff happening. And it say if they say come with us, let us lay for blood, let us lurk privately for the innocent with that cause. That somebody's telling you like, come on, let's go hit this lick. Uh, let's go break in his house, man. He got TVs in there, man. He got a nice jewelry box. I be seeing him flossing all the time, man. He got bricks in the basement. He got pounds of weed. He got kilos. He got a whole lot of dog food. He got a big safe full of money. Anything. That's people saying, like, come on, man, come with me, man. I got beef on the other side of town. I need y'all to ride with me, man. Or there's somebody gangbanging saying like, our ops on the other side of town. Let's go spray them up. I know exactly where they at. Like, or they right now, I got them in a hotel room. I got my chick. She's setting them up. Like it just say a lot. And if they say come with us, let us wait for blood. Let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause. That's just saying like we really just waiting, trying to do something to somebody by any means. And it say 12 say, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and as whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. That's saying like, oh, we gonna come up like this the lick, Like once we hit this bank, man, like we gonna be set off, man. Once we break in this house, man, we get out of here with all that stuff they got in there. We gonna be set, man. Once we finally catch him coming out, man, he gonna have a bag on him, man. We gonna be good, man. We gonna be set up, and it reminds you of everything that's going on right now. It say, casting your lot among us, let us all have one purse. That's saying, come on, man, there's four of us. We gonna split it up, man. When we get back to the crib, we're gonna break down whatever we have, 25, 25, 25, 25. Or, man, when we get these drugs back, man, we gonna split it out, we gonna weigh it up, and then, we gonna have it, we gonna split it up in one way. It say, let us have one purse. That means that we all in it together. Like, man, we in this together, man. If I go down, we all go down. Whatever we get, man, it is broke down equally. 15. My son, walk not you in the way with them. Refrain your foot from their path, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. So this telling you like, look, man, whatever you do, don't go with them. Like, stay away from that. Like, it's gonna be something in your body telling you like, don't do that, man. Do not go along with what that plan is, whatever it may be, man. That's the time for you to exit. That's the time for you to tell them that, nah, this ain't for me. Nah, I ain't on that. Nah, that's just too much going on. 17. It says, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird. And they that lay wait for their own blood, they lurk privately for their own lives. So are the ways that everyone that is greedy of gain, which takes away the life of the owners thereof. It's saying, look, man, don't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because whatever they doing is going to come back on their own head. Like, they don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen. They could go on that ride. They can go on that mission with guns in the car. Don't even get to the mission. The police pull them over. Now everybody in the car cased up in jail. Or they can go over there and break into their house and somebody in the house waiting with a shotgun and shoot them all dead. Or, they can be in that car and crash. And the next thing you know, everybody in the hospital. I mean, whatever may happen, it's gonna come back on their own lives, and even if they get away with it, it's just a matter of time. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Like, and so whatever they doing, they say as they lay wait for their own blood, they lurk privately for their own lives. Whatever they doing, they gonna destroy themselves. That type of stuff do not last long, man. Like I said, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, and all this fit so much into what's going on today, man. When I look at the news, man, and I see like stuff happening, and like sometimes I hear the stories behind some of the stuff that happening and some of the people that it's happening to. And to be honest with you, I don't be surprised because I know, I mean, if you live in a certain type of way, then you're going to actually go out that same type of way. And over the years, I mean, people that I knew and I came up with, and I knew they was living a certain type of life, and I always see the outcome of them living that certain type of life. I mean, that's why I changed. Like, and because it's a cause and a reaction. You can't live a certain type of way and do so much dirt to somebody and not think that it's gonna come back on you or on a certain type of way because it is. I mean that's it's true saying what goes around comes around, and whatever's done in the dark is gonna come to the light. So it don't be surprising, Sometimes it be surprising to family members who don't be seeing that side of people, and you will see them a lot of times and funerals crying and wondering what happened to their baby and everything else. But all along, their baby was the one on the streets robbing people, shooting people, killing people, and everything else. And so when that happened back to them, they might not have knew it, but a lot of times that be the reason. And I mean, sometimes innocent people do get killed and innocent people do get hurt, but a lot of times when you're dealing in the streets, when you see people getting killed and when you see stuff happen to people, those people ain't innocent. Like, and I know it's a harsh reality because it be our loved ones, but a lot of times when stuff happens to our loved ones, that don't mean they actually innocent. We might just not know what they've been through. 20. Wisdom cries out. She utters her voice in the streets. She cries in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she utters her words, saying, "How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." So it's, the Most High again telling you, like, wisdom crying out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's people coming. It's coming to you, trying to tell you like what you're doing is gonna lead to your demise. It's people coming to you saying like, "Look, man, don't do that, man. Like, I see the way you moving, man, and you need to quit moving like that, man. That's gonna get you 25 to life, man. That's gonna get you, an early casket, man. That's gonna get you hurt up in the hospital somewhere, man. That's gonna mess you up, man. That's gonna be a detriment to your family." She said, "It said wisdom cries out, and she uttered her voice in the street." And he said, "How long will you simple ones love simplicity?" He's saying, like, man, how long y'all gonna continue to do what y'all doing? How long y'all not gonna listen to what's being said to you? Or, how long is you not gonna pay attention to the signs? Something might happen to somebody and you still keep chugging. Your friend might get locked up for 15 years for doing the same thing you doing, but yet you don't take heed to it. Like, nah, look, that ain't gonna happen to me. And sometimes your friend might be the one get locked up, but you might be the one who get killed for doing the same thing. Like, and it just said, how long would you simple ones love simplicity? Like, because it go on to say after that, and the scorners delight in the scorn. That's when you like doing what you're doing. Like, yeah, man, I like gang banging. Man, yeah, I like selling drugs. Man, yeah, I like robbing people, man. I like hitting licks, man. I like doing that. So you take a delight in what you're doing. And the fools hate knowledge because you ain't learning nothing. You ain't learning nothing from your mistakes, or you ain't learning nothing from the mistakes around you. 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. So that's the Most High saying he gonna make his words known to you. So like somehow, some way, somebody gonna come in your path and they gonna tell you like, "Look, man, what you doing ain't right, and you gonna pay for it." Like, but it say, and he said, he telling you to turn. Like, you know what I'm saying? When that person come to you, then that's your time, and that was your signal, and that was your chance to change your way around. But you ain't gonna listen. Let's go to 24. Because I have called you and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But you have set at nothing all. But hold on. But you have set at nothing all my counsel and will have none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity and I will mock you when your fear comes. So he's saying, because I send that person to you and you shut him down, you told him to get out of my face. I don't want to hear that. Man, you ruining my vibes. Man, you old what you know. You broke. Broke person can't tell me nothing. You soft, man. Get away from me with that soft stuff. Man, you just hating. You just saying anything because you ain't getting none of this money. So he's saying because I called and you refused. And it say because I have, but you have said at nothing all my counsel and will have none of my reproof. Like you just ain't listen. You shut everything down. He said, I will laugh at your calamity and I will mock you when your fear comes. So this is the Most High say. So when the shit hit the fan, he gonna be the one laughing. He gonna have the last laughing because what goes around comes around. 27. When your fear comes as desolation and your destruction comes as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish comes upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Then shall they seek me earnestly, but they shall not find me. So he telling you right there, when this shit hit the fan, when it finally do come back on your head, when the feds finally do kick in your door, and now you facing the rest of your life in jail, or when you finally do get shot up trying to go hit that lick, or when you chilling and somebody come back on you, or when that destruction just come and it hit you like a whirlwind. They say a whirlwind, that mean like boom, whatever you got going is gonna mess up your whole life. He said that's when you're gonna get on your knees, and that's when you're gonna like, oh God, I'm sorry, God save me out of this. Mom, pray for me. Dad, pray for me. I'm going to the preacher, pray for me. When you in the jail crying and you on your knees praying for yourself, then he said you gonna seek him, but he ain't answering. That's when the Most High gonna let you suffer for your own consequences. Yeah, you gonna be praying to God. You know, that's when you gonna be questioning yourself, wondering if there is a God. And then when you think, you gonna be going through everything under the sun, but you gonna be seeking Him, and He ain't gonna answer. And the reason why He ain't gonna answer you, let's go. 29. For they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of God, that would none of my counsel. They would none of my counsel. They despised all of my reproof. So he's saying, like, you when he tried to send people to you, you ain't answering. You know, when you tried to when you try to send this person to you to tell you about this, you ain't want to hear it. You shut them down. You told them to get out your face. You know, and person after person after person try to give you game, try to give you knowledge on how to, get on the narrow path, the straight path, and try to get you to walk away from that light, but you ain't want none of it. Say, 31, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Whoever listens to me shall die safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. He's saying, like, but you're going to eat of your own fruit. Like, so basically, whatever you got coming, it's coming back to you. And whatever you did to somebody, it's going to get did to you. And it said, the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. The prosperity of fools, you listening to people who ain't got a clue. Like, and that person who ain't got a clue that got you to do that dumb shit that you did, like, that's when he just gonna ignore you, and you gonna have to suffer your own consequences. And then he's saying in 33, but whoever shall listen to me shall die safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. So just listening to that inside gut. listening to them people that he sent to you, listening to the Most High when he try to correct you on your path. You know, those gonna be the people who dwell safely. So that's all I got, Proverbs. I mean, that's all I got, real motivation today. I just wanted to bring that, to our attention just because, like I said, like the message goes so much into what's going on today in our community. And every time I look at the news, I see a lot of young men and even young women who lack knowledge and who lack the wisdom, and they setting themselves up for failure. And it's like every day, it's like when you look on the news, it gets more sadder to see our people continually doing the stuff that we doing to each other. Like it's like a genocide. Like we constantly killing each other. Like, and that book of Proverbs is everything you read in that book of Proverbs, you can equate somehow in today and everyday life. So, like, share, comment, let me know your thoughts, and have a great day. Shalom.